TechRich here to talk about brand loyalty. Now, I'm not going to tell you whether Acer, Toshiba, Lenovo, HP, Apple, Dell, or Asus are better. Here, I'm going to show you why brand loyalty sucks. So first, let's read some reviews. Rather than tell all the pros having a Mac, I'll tell you that some idiots who diss the Mac did not say. All this stuff about Macs can do both Windows and OS. Now here's what you should do. See Windows, like it's like saying the crap that everyone else does, like Mac idiots or something like that. I don't really know. So, but here's one thing. Now let's show Lenovo sucks. At work we bought a laptop a few weeks ago and have nothing but problems on it. My brother has an Apple. I have a Dell. Apple is so complicated. I think Dell is way better. Acer. I have an Asus A436. I added the 2 gigabytes more. Now I have problems. I had an Acer before. There's no problems. Lenovo won if you want games, since it has much better CPU and cooling system. Dell Inspiron laptops are awfully overheated while playing games. First of all, Lenovo has an APU, not a CPU, but these people didn't know that. Second of all, I would suggest that you only use Dell. I have an HP and they suck. Anyways, I like HP computers because my first computer was an HP that had Windows ME and everything like that. And look how low RAM it had, 64 RAM. That's ridiculous. So yeah, and then let's look at, man, Toshiba's the best. HP would be a bad pick because HP and Compaq is one company, and since Compaq sucks, HP will suck for sure. See, more likely Asus. I had an Acer for 4 years and it finally died out, but it had a lot of problems. So why do we have all this stuff revolving around brand loyalty? Well, it's basically because everyone buys different things on it. You can buy a cheap Acer and it will last no time compared to an expensive Dell. Or you can buy a cheap Dell Inspiron laptop that will last no time compared to an Acer V5, some number that's worth $800. The reason why you see more HP and Acer and Toshiba getting slammed is because Asus, Dell, Lenovo, and Apple all sell higher brand laptops. Dell is normally more expensive, same thing with Lenovo, same thing with Apple, and then Asus ranges mid-range, same thing with Toshiba, and Acer and HP know how to make cheap laptops. But that's the main thing. Second of all, you have Apple, that's basically almost all aluminum, same thing with most Dell, and then you have Acer, that's an aluminum plastic mix sometimes, and some people don't like the plastic feel and stuff like that. So when purchasing a laptop, I'm going to show you something. Now, Toshiba does it the best. This is how you can tell that specs are one thing, but also the build is another. So you see, like, you can customize all these different types of laptops, but why pay $449 instead of $379 for something that's 56 inches? Because both are built completely different. One has more plastic feel, one has more metal, one has a different thing. You can all upgrade them to the same processor and everything, and they'll be completely different prices if you click on them and start customizing them. Even though the original specs are what the price is right here, you have this one that's basically plastic aluminum mix, while this one is solely plastic with aluminum inside of it. So, and you can see how each one of them have different ratings. So that's how Toshiba shows it. Second of all, whenever you're buying something, you can see how some people like the Aspire that hinges off of it like a tablet does. Some people like Lenovo's flip item, and then some people like Dell's flip. So you see, there's all different things one should take into consideration with brands, like how fast is it? Do I want a gaming computer? Do I not want something? But to base something off of whether something sucks or not, all these comments showed how one company was better than the other, or something like that. So really, it just comes down to it. If you want to hear my personal opinion, I have used Dell, Acer, HP, and Asus before, and Mac. Uh, I find that currently Acer has a cheaper, higher specs than you can get, but also their build quality is kind of bad, but I can deal with it. Asus has a fantastic build, but their components are more expensive than Acer. Dell has had some problems over the years. That's what they have. Apple, I just don't like the OS. That's plain and simple. And then sometimes you can find cheaper options with Dell and Asus and etc. I could go on for days about Apple, but that's just my personal feelings. Lenovo, their ThinkPads look really plasticky and everything like that. They just look weird and they're really expensive. Toshiba, Toshiba's probably going to follow suit in the way of Sony and not have laptops pretty soon, but that's because Toshiba doesn't really make a name for themselves. But that's my take on brand loyalty. If you have any brands that you like, put them in the comments. If you just want to say one sucks, I can definitely put that in the next video about brand loyalty if I have one. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, etc., etc. And this has been Tech Rich. Peace.